How's it going, guys? Dynamite here, coming to you from the Digital Warfare 24/7 forums, and today I am bringing you guys a gameplay of Domination on Mission. And as you can see there, I'm going to be rocking the P90 today. I got it set up with a suppressor, and it's either kick or range that I have on it. Normally I'd run something like silencer and rapid fire, but I must be in the process of leveling it up right now. This is a fairly old gameplay, so yeah, it's going to be silencer and then either kick or range. And then for the perks that I'm going to be running here, we have recon, which is which is absolutely necessary for me. I'm a huge recon addict. I love spamming my flashbangs all over the map and marking people so I can follow up and kill them or call them out to my teammates and so forth. But as my second perk, I'll be running Assassin here, staying off the mini-map, staying off of the UAV. And then for my third perk, I usually run steady aim for my SMGs, and I believe that's what I'm doing in this case. For assault rifles, I like to switch it up and go more with soccer or something like that. But anyhow, I'm really happy to be able to showcase this gameplay because it is a pretty exciting gameplay as I die there. But as it is in fact a comeback gameplay where we're fighting from behind for a lot of the match, and you'll just have to see how things play out. But I am playing in this game with two other excellent members of the 24/7 forums. That would be Fully Avenged and Toffeeman. And kudos to the two of them because I know they're dealing with some really bad lag in this particular game. In fact, I think Avenged ends up lagging out here, and Toffeeman is left to carry on with me. But yeah, definitely kudos to the Brits who play on those American connections. But yeah, anyhow, what am I using for my kill streak setup? It looks like we have sleight of hand and dead silence and hardline there to get the specialist bonus a little bit faster, and I believe that is in fact what I'm doing here. But yeah, so this is pretty representative of my playstyle. I like to stay on the move a lot. I like to throw flashbangs into areas of the map that look dead to me. That is to say, you know, there aren't any notifiers that there's a friendly teammate there or something like that. Also, at high traffic areas and spawn points, if you throw those flashbangs there with recon, then you can mark them, and that way you're not running just blindly ahead. And what's really great about recon, is that it's the only thing you can really use to counter assassin users. Because in Black Ops, if you guys remember, you could use counter UAV, and that was really effective. But in Modern Warfare 3, unfortunately, they decided to give counter UAV immunity to assassin along with EMP immunity, which is something I feel very strongly should have ended up in Blind Eye as opposed to Assassin. But yep, Assassin isn't going to stop you from showing up if I tag you with flashbangs, so that has become my go-to way of clearing areas before I end up running into them. But and the P90 works really well for this setup too, because it has that huge magazine, which is really the one thing that makes it stand out from the pack in the SMG category. And that's really especially useful because I'm not starting with sleight of hand, so it's really nice to have that reserve ammo and not have to worry about reloading quite as much. Excuse me. I think in this gameplay I get a fair number of doubles and maybe even a triple two at some point along the way. And then rounding out my arsenal here is the C4, which I find absolutely imperative to use there. I don't know why I didn't see that that IMS the second time I ran up there. It's some sloppy play right there. I think here I check and I'm like, oh, what? No. Oh damn. But anyhow. So yeah, it's really nice to be able to showcase this gameplay with my Elgato, which I recently purchased. There we go. I checked for that IMS that time around. But yeah, the quality that I've been able to get with this Elgato is absolutely superior to the Dazzle that I used to have. And there's a multi. Well, it was a triple, but I killed a bunch of people. Should have been a multi, whatever. But where was I? But yeah, I really like the quality that I get from this Elgato. It's pretty freaking fantastic. In the past, I was trying to use the Dazzle to record my commentary, to record my gameplay, and it would be really fuzzy, and I was really unhappy with it. and I wanted to go with a Hauppauge PVR, but my understanding is that those do not work with HDMI, and with the monitor setup that I have right now that I really like using, it's just a LCD monitor and it only has a HDMI input. And I actually tried buying some other HD TVs that could accept an input that would work with the Hauppauge, but it really did not end up working at all well. The lag was so bad, like the response time of the TV was terrible, it was atrocious, so I ended up scrapping that project and pretty much putting commentaries on the back burner. But now that I have this Elgato, I'm really happy to say I should be able to bring you guys commentaries a lot more frequently. We're getting towards the end of the lifespan of Modern Warfare 3, so I have a lot of stuff on my Xbox's hard drive, lots of good gameplays to bring you guys, MOAB gameplays, 50 plus gameplays, come from behind, domination type gameplays like this. So hopefully I'll be able to crank some more of those out before Black Ops 2 rolls around. And speaking of the end of the lifespan of Modern Warfare 3, I thought it would be kind of interesting to talk a little bit about the legacy of Modern Warfare 3. Like, what exactly is this game going to be remembered for? What did it improve? What did it not improve? You know, how does this set us up for going into Black Ops 2? And as I'm considering Modern Warfare 3, excuse me, I think probably the most important thing that Modern Warfare 3 introduced was the aspect of having your strike packages divided up into assault, support, and then specialists. If the rumors I have heard are correct, Black Ops 2 should be featuring some aspect of specialist, although maybe that's just the fact that you can equip a variety of different perks. Oh, excuse me. My throat appears to be going. I've restarted this commentary many times because I was trying to get my mic to be working, so you guys are going to have to excuse me if my voice sounds kind of scratchy and on the verge of going out there. But, excuse me. But yeah, so I think strike packages are probably the biggest thing that Modern Warfare 3 introduced. Not a whole lot else was revolutionary. Of course, the game will be known for the issues with sync and with lag compensation that have absolutely plagued the multiplayer experience. But I have to say, the perk balance overall, with the exception of what I mentioned about Assassin, really isn't that bad. And then also the weapon balance, you know, it's probably not any better than any of the other Call of Duties, especially considering the MP7 and the ACR, but if you look at Black Ops, that had the FAMAS and the AK-74U as well, so I'd say the games are fairly comparable in terms of how well balanced the weapons are, but it really is inexcusable that Infinity Ward took as long to patch those weapons as they did. Excuse me, my voice is really going out here. Maybe I should have chosen another day to get this commentary done. Really can't though, because it's Sunday night, and after this I'm gonna have to go back to work on the weekdays here, so probably not gonna have too much time in the evening to crank out a commentary for you guys. So we're just gonna roll with it. I don't think there's too much more for me to get through. Hopefully my throat can stand up to it. Jeez, if I had some water, maybe I could take a swig of that. But anyhow, what else should I talk about here? My gameplay is pretty typical. What you're seeing right now is a lot of moving about, a lot of throwing out flashbangs. That was kind of unfortunate there. I think I do that twice in this game actually, where I run up with the C4, and you know, you're always thinking that you're going to have just enough time to run up on the guy, that if you're in a situation where you're looking around the corner and the other guy's looking around the corner, it's always right when you make a move, like right before you're getting into position, that the other guy pops out and gets you, and that causes a lot of times where I blow myself up with C4, unfortunately. So it's pretty unfortunate, but what are you going to do? I think I pick off a lot of these guys on top of this hill as I'm running up here. Oh. Oh, yeah. Typically I don't run Specialist that much. I really like running the Assault kill streaks more. That's typically a little bit more exciting for me, but some of the guns that were buffed in this recent patch have actually had me using them a lot more, like the AK-47. I find I really have to use Specialist with that because I have to have my recon, but it's not a gun that has either a really high ammo capacity or a gun that can be reload cancelled easily, like say the SCAR or of course the ACR. So I feel like I really have to use Specialist with it, and I was going on a tear with it today. Some of those newly buffed guns really show some promise, and I'm hoping those are going to bring some life back into Modern Warfare 3 for me in these next couple months. Whipping out those Akimbo Scorps. I'm not sure if the Scorps had something changed to them, because like I said, this is a pretty old gameplay. I know the FMGs were patched, but I'm not sure if these Scorps actually had anything changed on them, because the hipfire really is pretty ridiculous. I'm not sure how I didn't get that last guy there, though. But anyhow, the gameplay is wrapping up here pretty soon, but I can promise you guys that I'll give my voice a good rest, and I'll be able to bring you guys a lot more good commentary, so keep it right here if you're looking for that kind of stuff. Thanks so much. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.